What's up, Rotten? If you've been following me for a while, then you know I've made a few videos on some Mac apps I liked in the past. And as a Mac app connoisseur, I have a bit of a confession to make. I think, I have a problem. I have over 100 gigabytes worth of apps. But they're all important, I swear. And I'll prove it to you. No, see, PopClip should be a mandatory download for everyone with a Mac. Think about when typing on your iPhone, how whenever you tap to select a word, you have the option to cut, copy, or paste. Now imagine that, but on your Mac. It's just one of those simple things that you take for granted on your phone, but start to long for on other devices. You truly underestimate the power of time you save by having these options readily available to you when typing on your computer. And it really is the surface level of what you can do with it. Besides the options you have in the settings, there is an entire directory of features you can apply to the app to enhance your writing experience even further. Once you get PopClip, I promise you'll never look back. There's no way I'm getting rid of this app. It is a necessity. Clean My Mac, the app that performs maintenance on my computer, resulting in free space, improved performance, updated apps, malware protection, and app cleansing, all with a single click of my mouse. And on top of that, the Clean My Mac menu bar monitor provides me with information on my storage, Mac health, temperature, CPU load, RAM usage, and external hard drives. It's the app I use to uninstall apps completely, and I've been using it consistently for a long time now. I think it's safe to say that this one is a keeper. Paletro is yet another app I wish was baked into macOS. Think about when you're trying out a new app, or you've been using an app for a while but can't seem to remember how you did the shortcut to do that one thing you used to do. Well, that's where Paletro comes in. Paletro is a clean little app that lists all of the keyboard shortcuts available for the app you're currently using, so you no longer have to worry about forgetting them again. And with its search function, you can always find exactly which shortcut you're looking for and how to do it every time. Extremely handy for apps with a ton of features, or when you're trying to burn keyboard shortcut habits into your muscle memory, and everything else in between. Just hold Command Shift P or a custom keyboard shortcut you assign to open it, and you immediately have all of the information you need at your fingertips. You can even set certain rules and change the theme. Now, the only shortcut you have to remember is the one you set with Paletro. Good luck. Okay, I can never get rid of Numi. Having a clean, lightweight calculator app that combines the elements of a notes app with a calculator, how cool is that? It can be as clean and simple as you want it, but in the same breath, you can use Markdown to convert complicated units and equations and keep track of it all. I like it as it's very user-friendly and matches your effort and what you want out of a calculator with ease. Definitely my calculator app of choice. Audente has a definitive impact on my Mac's battery health, increasing the longevity of my battery life. You see, over time, your battery gets worse from use, but you can delay its degradation by following this golden rule. Plug out your charger when your battery is at 80% and charge it when your battery hits 20%. But who has that time and energy to keep track of that every day? Well, Audente Pro literally does it for you, where it makes sure that your battery doesn't go above 80% or below 20%, as long as you keep the Mac charger plugged in. You can also adjust your limits and schedule proper maintenance of your battery, as well as a bunch of other things. I've had my Mac for over 2 years now, and it's only at 92% because of Audente. It would have been even higher if I was more on top of it like I should have been, which is even more reason why Audente is a necessity. Ulysses is one of those writing apps that I just can't seem to get rid of. I've been using it since even before I started this channel, and for good reason. It literally checks all of the boxes on what I want from a premium writing app. The UI is great, and its compartmentalization features are unmatched. I have a ton of side projects that I own, and it's great that I could just tap into one and be completely immersed in that world with no distractions in sight. Writing is most times the hardest and most time-consuming part of producing content for me, and I must be in a space where I'm not overwhelmed and I can just hyper-focus and let the juices flow, all while keeping all the relevant information I need right where I need it. It's also nice to look at my stats on the sidebar of whatever script I'm writing. It keeps me going. Okay, I refuse to trash the Sip app because I use it for a very specific purpose, one that I feel like it does better than any other app. On top of it being a very good color picker, it also can make swatches you can further edit and tweak until your heart's content. It's perfect for when I'm doing graphic design work and drawing and I'm looking for that perfect shade to go well with the other colors that I want, or when I want to experiment with what works and what doesn't. It's a great companion app for visual creatives in any medium. Clop is yet another necessity. I'm pretty sure it uses dark magic to somehow magically make the media you own retain its quality but make it a fraction of its size. I genuinely don't know how they do it, but man, am I forever grateful. Have you ever tried to share an image or video and then you get hit with that file too big prompt? No worries, just optimize it with Clop and share away. An absolute must-have. Okay, I'm absolutely convinced that CleanShot X is one of the greatest apps ever created, and I will die on that hill. I use it just about every single day. It has never failed me. It is beyond just some screenshotting app. It's an experience. You can capture a specific area, a window, the full screen, add a timer, scroll capture if you're trying to capture a large area of information, and you can even capture text and have it copy the clipboard. CleanShot X just doesn't stop at screenshots, but it also gives you the ability to annotate with very useful tools, tweak the dimensions of the screenshot to your liking, and even add a beautiful background as a cherry on top. And if you're not finished, you can always save the project as a project file so you can tackle it whenever. And that's just touching the surface of what it can do. I use it every day for capturing photos and videos, and I don't plan on stopping. Paste is the best clipboard manager app I've ever used because it does one thing that other clipboard managing apps don't. So for one, it has an endless clipboard history, so I could copy as many things as I want, where I can make my own custom categorized folders to store my saves for better organization. It even syncs with my iPhone. But the reason why I love it so much is that it copies literally everything. As a video editor, it is extremely useful to be able to copy a complicated edit I made on a clip and have it show up in Paste. Rename it and store said edit into a folder for safekeeping that I can always go back to. It saves me a ton of time, and for that reason alone, it's worth it to me. Now, owning all of these apps costs me a lot of money, some of which I'm still paying for. And I would like you all to have access to all these apps, but then that would mean shelling out hundreds of dollars to do so. Now, if only if you can use all of these apps and dozens more by just paying one small fee. Think about all the money you would save. Well, thanks to our sponsor, Setapp, my delusional prayers have been answered. Fun fact, every app I mentioned in this video happens to be available for download on Setapp, the place to get high quality, hand-picked apps to better improve your workflow and productivity. You can search through the Setapp discography and pick the apps that you feel work for you, or even experiment with some that caught your eye infinitely, as there are no download limits, so you can dabble as much as you like. Try Setapp for an extended 30-day free trial via the link in the description below or the QR code provided on the screen. And shout out to Setapp for sponsoring this video. Did any of these apps I mentioned pique your interest? Let me know in the comments. And if you would like early access to Bright Apple videos long before the public gets to see them, or even a little custom avatar to go along with your name, feel free to support me on Patreon along with my Ryan and Ryan Pro subscribers, Vasco, Fransco Beck, Daniel, Carbon Ranger, and Miss Game. Thank you all for the support as it keeps me dropping videos consistently, and thank you viewers for watching. If you want to see more of me, you know what to do. Yeah, I might make this into a series if you guys wanna hear more. But I still don't think I have a problem. You know, I don't. I have a little something for everything. And hey, I can't be a Mac app connoisseur without having a lot of Mac apps. Am I right? Please don't report me.